kindergartners. We are going to read we're going to start today by reading a poem. It's actually a poem that you sing, kind of like our poems that we do in our class. So this is called This Is My Community. I will sing it first, and then you can help me sing it. It goes like this. This is where I live and play, work and shop most every day. Here's my home and here's my street. This is where my neighbors meet. Lots of people live near me. This is my community. All right, let's sing it together. Ready? This is where I live and play, work and shop most every day. Here's my home and here's my street. This is where my neighbors meet. Lots of people live near me. This is my community. All right, so when you read this poem, or sing it, when we sing this poem, what are some of the things you can learn about community from this poem? What does the boy say? He says it's where he lives and does what else? Play, exactly right. It also says work, and this word you should be able to read, shop. And also it says, here's my home. So it's where people live and play, work and shop, and where they have their homes. It also talks about neighbors. So those are all parts of a community. And I'm gonna put this big book away and get our small book out here. Okay. So we're thinking about how this book, which is nonfiction, is similar to our On the Town book that we read, which is fiction. And we're going to talk some more about that this week. But while I'm reading today, I want you to think about that, all right? This is called Places in My Neighborhood by Shelley Lyons. What is a neighborhood? A neighborhood is a community filled with different places to see. Each place has a special purpose that meets our needs. Places to live. Mia's home is in the city. Her apartment is in a building with many other apartments. Jack lives in a house in a small town. His street is lined with homes. And that's as much as we're going to read today, but we're going to talk a little bit. So I would like you to turn and talk with your grown-up that's with you. And here's the question. How are apartments part of a neighborhood? And how are houses part of a neighborhood? All right, I hope you said they are places where people live, because we know that in a neighborhood or a community, there are places for people to live. All right, let's go back to this page. And it says, our question is, what is the main topic of this sentence? What is the main topic of this section? And it says right here, what is a neighborhood? So this section is telling you about things that are in a neighborhood. Why is it important for neighborhoods to have different places? What are some of the places that you can see right here? I think these are apartments. These are stores. These are more apartments right here. And lots of different kinds of stores. Why is that important to have so many different places in a neighborhood? It's because people that live in a neighborhood need different things. All right. What is the main topic of this section? You can see it printed in red right here. It's called Places to Live. And we know that this page and the next page talk about places to live. What can you tell about this city right here? Turn and tell your grown-up. It's pretty crowded, isn't it? It has a lot of buildings and all the buildings are close together. All right. This is a small town where Jack lives. What can you tell me about a small town? Take a look and then tell your grown-up. A small town has more spaces between where people live. You can see a lot of yards and things like that. All right. How are apartments the same and different? Talk to your grown-ups about that. All right, I hope you said houses and apartments are the same because they are places for families and people to live. They're different because an apartment building might have like 10, 20 families living in it, and a house usually only has 1 or maybe 2 families. All right, boys and girls, tomorrow we will look at the next part of the story about places to keep us safe.